Good morning. It is an absolute honor to welcome you to the grand opening of the Emerging Educators Teaching Academy here at Brashear High School. Today marks the beginning of something truly special, a program designed to inspire, prepare, and empower the next generation of teachers. To our students, this academy is your opportunity to explore your passion for learning and leadership. You will not only study what it means to teach, but also to experience the impact an educator can have every single day. To our partners, teachers, and district leaders, thank you for your collaboration, vision, and commitment to building pathways that start right here in our classrooms and lead to future careers in education. Together, we are planting the seeds for future teachers who will shape lives, communities, and the world. Congratulations to everyone who made this academy possible. Today, we begin a new chapter of excellence and purpose. Thank you.
Good morning again. At this time, I'd like to call up our wonderful, supportive Superintendent, Dr. Walters, who has been behind this process from the very beginning. And I just have to give him a shout out because when I went to talk to Dr. Walters about moving some new programs forward in CTE, and I talked to him about moving this program over to being under Career and Tech, he was more than supportive, and he saw the bigger vision like he always does, and what it could mean, the sustainability and the supports that could come behind the program with being a part of Career and Tech. So thank you for that, Dr. Walters, and come on up, please. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. What an extraordinary day this is for the Pittsburgh Public Schools, for our city, for our educators, and most especially the remarkable students of Brashear High School. Today, we're not just cutting a ribbon or creating a grand opening, but we are opening doors. Doors of opportunity, doors of hope, doors of legacy. And before I continue, I want to acknowledge our board members who are present. If they could please stand when I call their names. Mr. Walker, our board president. And Ms. Sylvia Wilson, a retired educator. And it's so important that you know who they are because their steadfast leadership and vision make moments like this possible. I also want to recognize Mrs. Leffert, principal of Pittsburgh Brashear High School, because it is with her unwavering support and belief in this work that this is happening. Your leadership and commitment to creating pathways for students have been instrumental in making this program a reality right here at Brashear. I would also like to extend heartfelt recognition to Mrs. Hannah McCarthy. Stand up, Mrs. McCarthy. Stand up, stand up. So she is a retired PPS educator, and I told her when she came in, if this is what retirement looks like, I want it right now. But she was one who once led Pittsburgh Brashear's original Teaching Magnet program, and long before this moment, she dreamed of expanding a pathway for students interested in education. I know her, I knew her passion, and years ago, we even attended a Future Educators of America conference along with Dr. Holly in Minneapolis. And it was to spark interest in a new generation of teachers. And today, that dream has taken root and grown into something truly extraordinary. And of course, Ms. Angela Mike, our Executive Director of Career and Technical Education. Angela, your vision, your responsiveness, and determination to continue to shape career and technical education as a powerful and viable path to success for our students. You've built programs that reflect the needs of our city and our region while advancing my vision for career and technical education as a gateway to both opportunity and purpose. And finally, I want to recognize two of our stellar educators now leading this charge, Maria Fabianic and Christine Wolski. And they are our emerging educators instructors. Your energy, dedication, and commitment truly embody the very spirit of this program. You model every day what it means to teach with heart, to lead with passion, and to inspire with purpose. So thank you for bringing your light to this important work. So today we officially launch the Emerging Educators Career and Technical Education Program at Brashear High School, a groundbreaking event and effort to cultivate a homegrown pipeline of future educators. This program gives students the chance to gain real-world classroom experience, industry-recognized certifications, and college credits, all while still in high school for free. And I'm especially proud that this moment also marks the beginning of a new partnership, because we can never do this all alone, with Point Park University. And we have a representative here from Point Park, so thank you for being here. Where students can earn at least 15 college credits while still in high school, giving them a meaningful head start toward a degree in education and truly a career that changes lives. So if I can be personal for a moment, this is more than a program to me. It's personal. Although both of my parents were educators at one point, I can say with absolute certainty that I would not be standing here today without my teachers. They poured into me. They created opportunities and exposure that stretched my imagination. They saw more in me than I saw in myself. And it is that same energy, that same expectation of giving back in intentional and transformative ways that drives me as an educator today. Being an educator has never been about wealth or prestige. It's about creating joy, it's about serving others, and it's about opening avenues of possibility through the power of education. It takes a special kind of person to look into the eyes of a child and see not just who they are, but who they can become. I have never met anyone successful who cannot point to a teacher that transformed their lives. And so that's why I stand here today proudly, to honor that legacy and also to ensure that that legacy continues, as becoming an educator was one of the greatest honors of my life. And at a time when our nation faces a growing teacher shortage, Pittsburgh Public Schools is leading with innovation and purpose. We're not waiting for the future to come to us. We are building it right here. We're investing in our young people and uplifting the profession that creates all other professions. And let me say that again. We are investing in the profession that creates all other professions. And so to our emerging educators, just filled with swagger, looking at me, sharp jackets, we need you. We believe in you. And when you complete your college journey, there will be a classroom waiting for you right here in the Pittsburgh Public Schools. There are many who are graduating today that don't know their next step, but know that your future, your purpose, and your legacy, it all begins today. So as we celebrate this milestone, let us remember this is more than a ribbon cutting. This is a declaration that teaching matters, that educators matter, and that you as students who are making this bold move, that you matter. This program is happening at exactly the right time, in exactly the right place, with exactly the right people. And to our students, a big theme that we have this year is lead with joy, learn with purpose. And I want you to lead with joy in those classrooms when you begin to transform those young minds. I want you to learn with purpose so that you can show up as your best selves. And know that this district stands behind you every step of the way, because together we are putting students first, always, in all ways. Congratulations, Pittsburgh Brashear. The future of education starts right here, right now, and with you.
All right, if I could just have everyone for 1 minute, just close your eyes and relax. Just close your eyes and relax. And I want you to think about a teacher that you had, whether it was elementary, middle, or high school, and they inspired you and made you become your greatest person. You felt so good when you saw this teacher and they greeted you outside of the classroom, or maybe a coach who greeted you. Say their name. Say their name now. Miss Henry, Miss Valentina. I don't hear any other names. I'm hearing names. Say their name. All right. Beautiful. Thank you. Any other names anyone want to shout out? Barbara James. This was just a feel-good moment to let us all think back to the impact that a teacher, a coach, or someone that we encounter during our educational journey can have on us. As Dr. Walters mentioned, it can change our lives. I can personally say, me showing up to Westinghouse High School, coming from Alderdice for career and technical education, the moment I walked through that door and Miss Henry greeted me and put her arms around me and said, Angela, I'm so glad you're traveling from one school to another to be a part of CTE. You're going to be the best cosmetologist they've ever seen in this whole wide world. And I thought to myself, the best? You know, but then the more you hear those affirmations every day, the more you believe and the confidence comes in yourself. I created some waves one day on a mannequin, and you know what she said? You created something new. You're innovative. Those are called ocean waves. We're going to call them. To hear that every day and for a teacher to build you up and be outside the door and that smile on their face and greeting you and knowing that it was so sincere, they want you to come and they want you to be your best. That made a difference in my life. In fact, it changed my whole attitude about school. I was kind of bored in school. Many of you have heard this story, but that ignited something in me, and from that point, it never stopped. It was a teacher that did that. So for those young folks that are here today with us, from emerging educators who are looking so snazzy, thank you. And I also want to thank the parents that are here who came along with your students to celebrate with us today. You look wonderful, but more importantly, these young folks are amazing. We went to the Point Park orientation, and they were so attentive and so engrossed in learning and wanting to become their best. And I go back to their teachers. Their teachers were in that space with them, and they were supporting them through the journey. So today, like Dr. Walter said, it's just not about this cutting the ribbon, but there's so much more involved that it all starts here in school, and we build our community from our school districts. That's how we build our citizens, and they go out and do well in the world. And we're so grateful to have a wonderful leader like Dr. Walters and his team and our board of directors who are supportive of us putting students first, and that's what we're doing today. So thank you, students and emerging educators. Thank you, teachers. Thank you to all partners. Thank you to everyone in the room, parents who came out, because I know you're busy, the CTE team who helped support putting everything together, the other CTE students and teachers who just wanted to come along and support today because they were excited and proud of their fellow classmates. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to move on to a handout that you got today. If you didn't get a handout, if you could just raise your hand, we'll make sure you get one. Some folks in the back off to the right. And okay, we'll get you some back there too. So this handout is just a quick overview of the program. It's not all the details, but this at least gives you some big picture around what our students are learning. And when you see level 1, 2, and 3, those represent the grade level 2, because grade 10 is usually our level 1s, grade 11 is our second year level, and then grade 12 is our level 3. So our students are in the CT Emerging Educators program for 3 years, 3 periods a day, and underneath there you will see these are just big chunks of things, a task that students cover. There's a lot that goes up under each one of these categories, but this at least gives you a vision of what students learn over the 3 years. And if you turn to the back, which Dr. Walters already mentioned, it talks about the transfer of credits, how many articulated credits, the 15 that students get. And did you all know that our students get credit just for completing the program successfully? Do you see that? 15 articulated credits. So just by completing this program, who said career and technical education students don't go on to post-secondary school and college? That's a myth. Do you see the new career and technical education is different from the old voc ed? Very different, and we're so happy about that for our students. And then down the bottom, it talks about program outcomes, how students get foundational knowledge. They get that hands-on experience in the classroom. They're going out to classrooms and they're teaching. The uniforms that you see them in today are the uniforms that they wear when they go out to teach other students. They also have a polo that they wear during the class time, but that's the look that they go into classrooms to look professional, to represent as teachers. Then we also have the college and career readiness. We have career counselors and our academic counselors that work with students. And our career counselors help them build a professional portfolio. So they have an e-portfolio that they leave with when they graduate also. And then, of course, we work with them around leadership and advocacy. And guess what? They're getting tons of industry certifications. On the first page, if you look at the bottom, stackable industry certifications that students are leaving with before they graduate. Our students are ready to go to work. Like Dr. Walters said, we are ready to have them teach here and help our students in Pittsburgh Public Schools. So this is just a quick overview. If you have questions afterwards, feel free to ask. But at this time, I want to call up our wonderful partner from Point Park who helped us put this together to make sure that we're fast-tracking the students to their careers. So come on up.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Cameron York, and I'm from Point Park University. I'm an assistant professor and chair in the School of Education. I'd like to start by thanking Pittsburgh Public leadership and Brashear High School. So long the narrative has been that there's this teacher shortage. We hear it all the time across the nation, in our district, in our area, our region, and that has to change. The narrative needs to change of solution-based. What are we doing to address this problem? And it starts here. It starts with the innovation that your leadership have and your high school. And I just am privileged from Point Park University to be a partner in this journey. That's one of our same mission, is to be innovative, creative, and to be student-centered, to give our students the opportunities to really forge away in the field of education, to be relevant, to be career ready. So we are very, very thankful to be in this journey together. But most particularly, I want to talk to the students today. At Point Park, we are very proud of the fact that we are student-centered. We're not in the business of just cranking out teachers to fill classrooms. We are in the business to making sure that you are ready, that you feel confident, that you are going to make a difference and an impact in the lives of children. And you may not have that confidence yet in yourself, and that's okay, but there are many people in this room that have that confidence in you. Sometimes it takes that someone believing in you to build that slowly in yourself. So I'm thankful that you're here, and you should be very proud that you're in this position. It was wonderful to greet many of you on campus last week. Seeing some of your bright faces, and the future is right here in this room. So we thank you for forging the way. Not sure if you know, we are Point Park pioneers, and so in true fashion, you are pioneers. You are stepping into a program and in a position that is putting you in the light of forging the way for new educator pathways. The other one thing I wanted to share with you is it's okay to make mistakes as educators, and you have retired educators here, you have educators here at the very highest level. We make mistakes every day, and that's okay. But know that your teachers are here to support you along the way, and at Point Park, you have wonderful faculty that are going to be supporting you along the way. Dr. Kelly Pascarella, one of our finest faculty members, will be starting your first course with you. She was here on Friday. Last week, and or Monday, yes, Monday. She was here to start the program with you and the course with you, and she is very, very supportive of the program and helping you to learn as much as you can and experience as much as you can. So I am proud of all of you that you are in this position. We are here to support you. Your faculty and your teachers are here to support you here. And just know that along the way, you're going to have wonderful teachers when you go into their classrooms, that they're also here to support you. So continue learning, continue growing, because we are going to be doing the same thing with you along the way. So thank you again to Brashear, to Pittsburgh Public. The career and technical field is a wonderful pathway that we are so excited about, and we hope that we're going to bring more and more students into this program, and like you said, a great way to work on the teacher vacancies here within your own district. It's very innovative and creative, and we're proud to be your partner. So thank you.
Thank you, Dr. York. Appreciate that. Next up, I would like to have the teachers come up, Ms. Fabianic and Ms. Wolski. And they worked all summer to complete that curriculum. Did a wonderful job. Come on up.
Those are some pretty big words to follow. I'd just like to first say thank you to Hannah for everything that you've done so far to get us here. Had it not been for you and for Ms. Salinetro and Ms. Jones and Ms. May Stein, who sustained the program into this transition, we never would have been here without you. I'm often asked why I wanted to lead the Emerging Educators program, and for me the answer is pretty simple. After more than 25 years in education, I've seen firsthand how one great teacher can change the entire course of a student's life. And that's what inspired me to help build a program where our young people can see themselves as the next generation of educators, the ones who will stand at the front of their own classrooms one day making the same difference. And I would be proud to send my children to your classrooms. This program isn't just about learning how to teach, it's about discovering purpose, leadership, and pride in helping others succeed. And watching our students step into that role with confidence, compassion, and professionalism reminds me every day why this work matters. So I'm incredibly proud to stand beside my colleague, Ms. Wolski, and to guide these amazing students as they begin their journey to become future teachers. So, thank you. What's that? Yeah. Just pretend they're kids.
Okay. Anyone knows me, I can talk a storm, but in front of adults, I get a little tongue-tied sometimes. But I'm truly blessed to be a part of this program. Hannah, you rocked it, so I just hope I do you proud. And our kids are just incredible. So keep doing what you guys do, and we're here for you. So that's it. I'm so bad at this.
And we're fortunate to have both of them. They stepped up right away and said, we would love to be the teachers of this program. We have so much to offer with their backgrounds, with the working with our special needs students and bringing that to the forefront with our students. That we have a lot of tasks on that the students have to cover, and they just really, their background helps us with that and getting those students into those classrooms to also teach. And then our other background around phys ed and how to bring that in, just every area. But their experience and history coming into these two positions to help our students, we're blessed to have you both because of your experience and what you bring to the table for the students. And our students are learning and gaining so much from having you as their teachers. So thank you for taking the positions. Thank you for spending your summer with us. And I have to say that again because they gave up their summers to make sure that that curriculum and everything was in place in our partnership with Point Park, along with Dr. Adams. I have to mention her working directly with Point Park and making all these things happen in a very short period of time. So thank you. All right, at this point, we're going to transition upstairs, and I think we have Dr. Adams in the back who's going to lead us. You see her waving her hand? Dr. Adams, there we go. She's going to lead us upstairs where we're going to actually do our dedication of the lab to Ms. Hannah McCarthy, and we're going to do our ribbon cutting and then the tour of both of our labs. So if you could follow Dr. Adams in the back upstairs, we're going to transition upstairs now.
No, I like it here. Yeah, this is good. I'm not complaining about this. This is good. Yeah.
I never was away.
Okay. Let me see. Yeah. Squeeze in there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
And wait a minute. It's gonna be a lot of pieces. It's a lot of humans. Okay, everybody's gonna look at me, please.
We got our student back here?
Okay, student in the back. I'm counting.
Wait, there's a
Our assistant come up. There you go.
Okay, all right, you all are so
three.
good. Look at you all. Wait a minute.
No, you're good.
And, okay, go ahead.
1, 2, 3.
All right, John needs scissors.
Where's Maria? She's behind you. Okay.
Somebody put scissors down.
Oh, just over here.
Okay.
Scissors
back. Got those.
Okay. No, don't go there.
Yes. Okay, yes. Yes, ma'am.
Stand next to Dr. Walters.
Look at me like you know me.
All right.
Back there.
Yeah, so there's some individuals whose impact cannot be measured by titles or tenure, but by the lives they touch and the legacies they leave behind. For nearly 2 decades, this individual has embodied what it means to be an educator's educator. Someone who not only taught lessons, but cultivated dreams. She has spent her career helping young people see teaching not simply as a job, but as a calling, a way to give back to the very communities that raised them. Her journey began in 2004 when she joined the teaching magnet at Langley High School, first as a teacher, and later as its coordinator, succeeding the great Harold Grant. When the program transitioned to Brashear High School, she faced uncertainty with courage, vision, and grit. Enrollment may have dropped, but her belief in the power of this pathway never wavered. With relentless recruitment, outreach, and compassion, she rebuilt and reimagined the program. By 2016, what once served fewer than 30 students had grown to more than 100, a testament to her leadership, her persistence, and her unwavering faith in young people. But perhaps her proudest legacy is not in numbers, it's in names. Many of her students went on to become educators themselves, returning to the Pittsburgh Public Schools to teach, to mentor, and to lead. They are the living proof of her vision that a great teacher can inspire the next generation of great teachers. Beyond the classroom, she built strong partnerships with local universities, opened doors to fellowships and conferences, and advocated fiercely for her students and for her profession, from the Pittsburgh Federation of Teachers to national education forums in Washington, D.C. A lifelong Pittsburgher, she has built her life around service, scholarship, and the community. Her credentials are impressive. Degrees from LaRoche, Harlow, and Gannon universities, fellowships at Chatham and Carnegie Mellon University, and leadership roles that have strengthened both our district and our profession. But what truly defines her is not what she earned, it's what she gave. She gave her time, her talent, her heart, and her unwavering belief that teaching is the profession that creates all others. And so it is my honor to introduce a woman whose vision continues to shape our future educators, a mentor, a trailblazer, and a beloved member of the Pittsburgh Public Schools family, Mrs. Hannah McCarthy. Now, more importantly, before she says a few words, this space, there's a plaque dedicated to her, and once you enter the space, you will see it in black. It says, the CTE Emerging Educator Lab is dedicated to Hannah K. McCarthy. In recognition of her vision, leadership, and commitment to the Pittsburgh Public Schools teacher education program, her work created a strong foundation for future educators and continues to inspire generations to come. Presented October 10th, 2025, and she's here with her husband and her son, and a daughter is here, so we're excited. So Hannah, would you like to say a few words.
Yes, I wasn't expecting it, but I'll say a few words. Somebody has my phone, you can shut that off, so I can tell the kids. So, I want to thank everybody for all of this. This is overwhelming. Just seeing you, I'm telling you, just seeing the kids, that's what I admit. Oh my God. You're our future. You are. And if you become teachers and you have a career like I did, you will love it. I seriously got up on Sunday nights. I'd be so excited about the next week. I love teaching. I think teaching is the best job. And I grew up in Pittsburgh all my life, and it was a way to come back and give to the community. You could change the world by being teachers. So I'm so glad that you all were downstairs and to show us the rooms. And yeah, and I want to thank my husband for all the times that I was working so much, and he would drop off food for me at 7 o'clock at night, and I appreciate it. My daughter driving in last night from Philly to surprise me. I didn't know she was coming, and my son Nick called me yesterday, so I'm going to come. So it was really nice. My family's here, and I really appreciate it because they did sacrifice a lot because we were at school all the time, and I loved it. I mean, it's just the reason I love teaching is because of the students. That was the best thing. So I hope that you have that career because that's something you could wake up and be excited about. Because a lot of people wake up and they're like, I don't even want to go to work today. And so when you're a teacher, it's not like it. The students give you the energy. So thank you so much for being in the program. And I'm excited because this program is going to carry on what the teaching magnet started. So thank you very much.
So at this time, we're actually going to go in and tour the labs and the teachers. Do you have someone that's going to talk to us, or should we all just filter in and then you'll talk to us about the lab?
We can go in halves. Would that be okay?
You want to do half in one room?
Want to talk a little bit about any particular part of the room or anything that you want to say things about? This is Charisma.
Hi, my name's Charisma.
Hi, my name's Taylor.
Hi, my name's Taylor. Hi, my name's Kimani.
What do we got going on over here?
So over here, this is like all the awards, like certificates that we earned during like OSHA, the school safety, and like different types of things. Everybody has their own certificate with their name and stuff.
Some of those certificates, talk about the active shooter. No? So we did some trainings, that's okay. We did a few trainings for school safety to get the kids familiar with what to do in emergencies, right? Okay. And we come in here every day, they put on their polos, which are stored
behind you.
Stored back here, on the Point Park. Yes.
Yes.
The first unit we just concluded it. It's safety, and we're going to be moving into the history of education is our next unit that we're going to be studying. I've never heard you three so quiet. Come on.
And right above,
They don't want to hear me.
Right above where the polos and stuff go, those are all like the lessons that we're going to learn, that we've learned so far. And then right beside the polos, like in the cabinet behind you, those are like our books and stuff that we're going to start to get to learn. Over there,
Yeah.
these are our books. We haven't used them yet, but these are ones we're going to use, and these are our notebooks. And then,
Thank you.
over there is the target policy that we made up. The target policy that we made up.
So they created it themselves. They decided we sat in our PLC in the other room where we PLC, and they came up with the guidelines for the tardy policy, as well as a couple other things, our group norms over there. But I don't want to give you a hint into what's going on next over there. Our upper level. Oh, go ahead. So, can you talk, Antonio, about the bulletin board over there? What we did?
We made this bulletin board ourselves. You know, we all speak up louder. We all have roles on like things to put on the board. So like in this classroom, we all play a role and we all come together.
Yeah, that's pretty much all we really do over here. Yeah. So, which way are you guys
Wait,
going?
Ms.
That
Buffett,
way?
before we leave,
Oh,
before we
yes,
leave, we
yes,
just
yes.
have some papers, right?
Oh.
So what we want to do is we want to take a moment for the adults in here to write something inspiring. Our goal is to have something that's written to put in this jar, and every day the teachers are going to pick something out of it and read that's inspiring to our students. So maybe a little words of encouragement, a little words of advice, but if you can take a moment and write something down, we would greatly appreciate it. There's a lot of paper here, and then we're going to put it in a jar, and we're going to keep these. And like I said, every day we're going to have something where the teacher or the students will pick something up, and then we'll read it. Something inspiring. And if you want to write more than one, you can. Something inspiring.
My name is Jada Jones. I'm a junior here, also an emerging educator as well. I'm going to give you a nice little tour of our practice classrooms that we practice in on our day-to-day basis sometimes. Over here, right up here, if y'all want to come in and y'all can see the classrooms as well. This is our elementary classroom. Y'all can come on.
Not the teacher. Love it. Love it.
It looks like a classroom. This is so cool.
So cute.
Look, the teacher's desk.
This is our classroom. Come on, Dad.
Podium, look, the thing, pointer.
This is our elementary classroom. Of course, we try to. I decorated this myself. Of course, I see but this is the classroom, of course, where we look at more of how elementary schools work, and of course, you see the seating of how maybe elementary schools look, and the decorative of the apples on the wall with sight words of how the board, when it comes down to the board and stuff, we have our tree there. Our tree is for our level 2s and 3s. These are our actual people, of course. Ms. Wolski actually did that. She put a little small description of us up there, letting us know who it is. It's also good for the elementary room as well to do things like that. So, one of the favorite rooms, of course. You follow me this way.
We have some teacher presence. She has teacher presence. I love it. I said she has good teacher presence.
Right here and right over there, we do have our actual books that past students and our students have made. This is my book right here. We've actually made books to read to actual students. We've went out to, where did we go? Roosevelt? We went to Roosevelt? Roosevelt to read these yearbooks to our actual small little kids. And this classroom over here, where did Antonio go? Antonio designed this classroom. This is more of, yeah. This is high school and middle school of history and science as well. Sorry, it's crazy. Of course, you can see the seating is very formal, very, but this is very formal. The seating is gorgeousness. Very nice. Behind you, also, we do have a small board full of actual pictures from the real world, of course, of everyone. Some people here, some people have also graduated, of real life things that we've actually went out to go do. Up here, we went to meet the mayor, but the mayor wasn't there. Me, Charlie, and Tamir went to have an actual podcast that is really going well. We went to different schools, of course, and this is very just a memorable moment right here. If y'all follow me down this way to our PLC classroom, is our professional learning community. Come on down, come on down. Open. This is also a classroom where we talk in general about things that we should do as a whole and as a class in general. So in here we do classroom norms, our roundtable norms, where we establish rules for our own classroom, and not just the teachers talking to us, but we actually made the rules ourselves. So this is level 1s, and this is ours, our rules. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Of course, we need more of that. One person speaks at a time, because we do have a big problem with speaking over each other. We have roles of responsibilities around here too. All of us have our own responsibilities, of course, as leaders of ourselves, but we do have bigger voices like Tamonte, me, of course, Aries as well. We also have stay engaged as well. Majority rule, so one person says one thing, we all go with one thing instead of 8 different things. We do have lots of debates in this classroom, so we do have respectful debates, not getting too feisty with each other and actually getting the point across. And also a big one is not everything gets solved. So we're not all over the place, basically, So a lot of the things that we do are we all do it as one instead of as 3. So it's very good, and also one of the favorite classrooms as well, because we do just come out here and talk to each other about real things that are going on in the world. We talked about book banning that's happening last year. It's still really big. We also talked about a lot of big problems. And Tony, what was yours that you had? You had one last year. You had to take one.
On gender gap.
Gender gap. You had one too. But we come out here and just talk to each other, so that's
And we
really
get constructive feedback as well.
constructive feedback is a big thing that we do in this classroom as well. This is wonderful. Our tour, everything. Any questions, comments, concerns?
You did an excellent
Yes,
job.
you did.
Pat yourself
We're
on
in
the
this
back.
space of just broken up, so many students are here, so many students are there, so many students are there.
We don't actually have students from
I mean,
Brashear.
you guys.
Yeah, we do. Sometimes we do just come out here and really, I don't know, get them prepared.
It depends on what we're doing for the
Yeah.
day.
Right.
So if we're doing a practice lesson, then it depends on what student is teaching what lesson, because we kind of give flexible choices. So if you're teaching an elementary lesson, we have our class has 10 people in it. So we would be in the elementary if they're doing it, I think. There might be 5 students in that classroom. There might be 5 students doing theory, because we have level 2s and 3s at the same
Right.
time.
Yeah, that's why.
So some people are working on their OSHA certification, because all our students are certified in OSHA. Some are, it is very special, and it's good forever. So we're working on our certificate wall. I think you guys saw that over there, and we try to celebrate all the small things as well as the big ones. So, and we try to emulate what our students, what we'd like them to take and then work for themselves. So we're just trying to, make them the better version of themselves.
It shows.
Yeah, lots of practice.
Keep up the great work, truly.
Yeah, it's amazing.
They're pretty outstanding young
Yeah.
men and women, so.
How many students all in total in the
We
program?
have 19 in total.
Okay.
So we have 10 in the morning and 9 in the afternoon.
Room for more.
Yes, definitely room for more. We can get to 25. And then with the Pittsburgh Promise, they're also getting, all their college classes are being paid for with the Promise. But I believe there's still 21 scholarships out there for our young black teachers to have their entire college paid for. So there's still 21 left. And there's a guaranteed spot for them when they come back to Pittsburgh,
They'll have a job.
and that they will have a job.
Well, career, not a job.
So it's amazing. I think there's 37 in total, and there's only 16 taken so far.
Nice.
And it's their entire, whatever the Promise doesn't cover, they cover the rest. So it's incredible. It's a nice,
So how do we recruit new students?
So
'Cause I'm a student equity advocate.
yes,
in the
so our
business,
ninth
how can I
graders-
recruit new students.
So I will be recruiting students in the spring,
Okay.
because it's for their 10th grade, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade year. So I'll be going into the health classrooms, and then maybe history. I'm not sure which other classroom we're gonna hit. I've been to several schools already looking for 10th graders, because we can take 10th graders up until November 1st and get them caught up. Because the open enrollment is still there. Part of the problem is transportation.
Right.
So I had kids from Westinghouse that were interested, but they would have to take 3 buses to get here.
So far.
And then they would have to transfer to Brashear and stay at Brashear the full day, because it wouldn't be a part, like if you're a Carrick in the Carrick feeder program, you would come half day here, and then you go half day back to your home school unless you get a PS6. So we're trying to work with the district as to how do we do this. If we have enough kids, we might be able to get a bus. You know what I mean? But it's getting the amount of kids and the transportation and It's tough, it's tough. Yeah.
This is amazing.
So, and I believe we're one of 3 in the state. So this is a brand new CTE program.
Because it was just a program, right?
It was a magnet.
Magnet program, right, and then it turned into an actual.
And the magnet, the kids come here the entire day.
Right.
So, but with it being CTE, they're not coming the entire day. Which, unless they're from, I think, Alderdice.
If they're in a different region,
Yes.
Keep up the,
We're trying, we're trying.
We're proud. I like the good story.
So I have about 10 kids right now that I'm trying to recruit from other schools. 6 or 7, yeah.